If your goal is to feel good internally and feel good about yourself externally, I got one word for you, one remedy: fasting. Fasting is king. Fasting is your best friend. If you try to get all those benefits, I've done fasting my whole life, and I would tell you that it's a very uncomfortable journey at the beginning, but once you get to master the fasting journey, you will never want to look back. It becomes the best thing to ever happen in your life. So, what's fasting? Fasting is just another way of saying not eating. However, let's clarify this. Oh my God. Let's clarify this. If anybody ever tell you that fasting is starving, that person needs to be taken off your friends list immediately. Get rid of them, kick him out, find new friends, okay? I'm here breaking friendships. But on the real talk, fasting is not starving. Fasting is just another way of trying to guide your body into start utilizing body fat as a source of fuel. And the more consistent you become with that, then the more you're gonna start getting those results that you're looking for, being lean, getting shredded. If you're working out properly, then you're also gonna see some really good muscles on yourself. But it always start with practicing fasting. We call intermittent fasting. So, for example, the people ask me. Actually, let's go to the questions that I've gotten about fasting. What should I be consuming when I'm fasting? Water. Look, I needed water for real. Okay, water is probably traditionally the only thing you should be consuming when you're fasting. However, there's also other science backed that you can consume: coffee black with no sugar added in it, tea, green tea, black tea. Those, organic, by the way. If you're doing coffee or tea, make sure they're all organic, because most of the stuff that are not organic have other things that are added into that might actually not really give you the benefits that you're looking for. Anyways, that's a new topic, a new subject of science. Let's focus on organic coffee, organic tea, or water. Water better be organic. So, anyways, those are the things that you should be consuming, and probably the only things you should be consuming when you are fasting. You could add lemon in your water. Perfect. Matter of fact, in the morning there's a remedy. If you try to suppress your hunger very well, if you try to have a successful, like if it's your first time doing fasting and you try to find a way to suppress your hunger in the morning, a tablespoon of apple cider vinegar with water will actually help you go for a longer period of time without craving food. So if you wake up in the morning, a glass of water with a tablespoon of apple cider vinegar, totally fine, because they have no calorie in it, right? Lemon in your water, it has no calories, so sure, go for it. Those are all the things you can add to what you're consuming while you're fasted, okay? Now, what are the eating, the other question is, what are the eating windows? I would say this: if you're very new to fasting, if fasting is your new journey, I highly recommend you start with 12 hours of eating window and 12 hours of fasting. Because I have seen it all. I've had some clients. By the way, I would say, like, 9 out of 10 of my clients that have ever tried fasting, they have actually gotten the best results. So, going back, I've had some clients that will be like, "Oh yeah, bro, I'm gonna, I'm just gonna be eating for 4 hours and I'm gonna fast for 20." Slow down, cowboy. Slow down, because if you're not used to fasting and you're gonna try to go straight to that, your body's gonna have some serious shock, and you might not like that journey anymore. So it doesn't hurt. Just slow down. Everything, we don't listen. Humans, we have a thing of rushing, including myself. I'm guilty of that. But we always gotta remind ourselves that good things take time. So give yourself a little progress. Like, give yourself a little room for progress, and give yourself, you know, a little room to breathe a little bit before you start going crazy into 420. A 420 fast is brutal, trust me. Even me that have been doing it for a while, I would say 420 is not a joke. So don't try to go crazy at the beginning. Start slow, 12, 12, and then if you're comfortable, go to 14 hours of fasting and 10 hours of eating window, and then go to 16, 8. My most recommended one, where you get really the best benefits of it all, if you fast for 18 hours and you have a 6-hour eating window, that's where the sweet spot is. Yes, I do love the 8-16 as well, but honestly, throughout the experience, I would say 6-18 has always been the winner. If you just, even if you do it 5 days a week, there's a reason why we call it, they call it intermittent fasting. Intermittent is just like another way of saying not every day. So if you pick 4 to 5 days a week where you do 6-18, you're gonna see better results. Speaking of results, if I've had clients that will go for 30 days and they're not looking for the results that they wanted, and they start freaking out. My advice to you is, my friend, if you are that person that's trying out fasting and it's your first time in the fasting journey, your first 30 days might really not cut it. Sometimes it takes up to more than 6 weeks for the hormones to actually be adjusted to the new journey that you just started. So we all have different body types. So if your body type is not a quick fat burning machine, it might take a little bit longer for the hormones to actually fully adjust to turn into that fat burning machine that you're looking for. So be patient. Give it 60 days. I would say honestly though, throughout my experience, again, I would say confidently 6 weeks you start seeing the results. Okay, and sometimes week one you lose 2 pounds when you do intermittent fasting. Can you fast every day? Absolutely, absolutely. I've done it. 6-18 every day, and that's just when I'm trying to shred and look like a robot. I do it. However, me, sometimes I want to add some more meat on me, because when I do so much fasting, I get very, very lean, and sometimes I just don't like to be very scrawny. Okay, so uh, so I try to actually eat 3 meals a day, and it's still hard because I've done fasting for so long. So now, usually when I eat 2 meals, I feel good. I feel great, and I have all the energy in the world. I have extreme amount of strength. So fasting has never made me weak. If anybody ever tells you also that fasting is you're gonna lose energy, you are not. Matter of fact, when you fast, you have a whole lot more energy. Speaking from experience, you know my energy. You've seen it. My energy is always. I have to tone it down because sometimes I can be a little too much for people. So that's how fasting is king for me. It's done wonders for me. At 41, I feel great. And if I feel that great because I know what, if fasting has done me so well and I'm here at 41 and I still look, I mean, I know I got that little bit of a facial hair, but I promise you, I still look young. I still feel young, and the older me kicks the younger me, kicks the younger me's ass all day. So that's why I'm here to share with you guys the benefits of fasting. Fasting is king. Fasting is going to help you, and it's not just about weight loss. Fasting, you're going to feel, again, fasting helps you stay younger. It helps you with energy, and you get all the weight loss benefits for sure. And really, through fasting, that's when your growth hormones actually really spike up. So you don't have to inject yourself with any hormones when you can do fasting and it's free. Also, what else does fasting do for you? You save money. You ever thought about that? You don't need to be snacking. You don't need to be glazing. You're not a cow. Okay, if you pick 2 to 3 meals a day and you stick to that, you will do way better than somebody that's constantly eating. I promise you that. So give it a try. I will say this: if you have any medical conditions, definitely consult your doctor before you get into that journey. If you are pregnant, my God, do not do intermittent fasting, because if you try intermittent fasting when pregnant, you're gonna eat your baby daddy. That's just straight up. Okay. Anyways, all jokes aside, if you're pregnant, do not do it. Also, the other question that I like to get is, What type of food should I consume when I break my fast? Protein, fats, cruciferous vegetables, those are your best friend. Avoid consuming high carbs just because high carbs will stimulate you to eat more, because high carbs, they give you cravings. We all know that. You ever ate a bag of chips? Oh, you're gonna look for another bag of chips, right? So avoid high carbs. Just try to eat, cruciferous vegetables are good. Brussels sprouts are pretty cool too. Kale, spring mix salad, kale, spinach, arugula. All that is very good. Cucumbers, eggplants. All those vegetables that are very low in carbs. Go for it. You eat as many as you want. Matter of fact, there's no limit to it. And if you ever heard of the ketogenic diet, I would definitely say if you ketogenic diet goes very well with intermittent fasting. So if you look into ketogenic diet, is where you consume high fats, very 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 low carbs, and like moderate amount of protein, right? So look into ketogenic diet, mix it with intermittent fasting. You are actually gonna shred faster, you're gonna lose weight faster, you're gonna get all those results a lot faster. Now, is ketogenic diet something I would recommend as a lifestyle? That's up to you. Me personally, if I reach my goal, sometimes I want to still entertain some other foods back into my diet. But if your goal is to lose weight, you want to stick to the script. Say no to high sugar, say no to high carbs, eat clean. And we're talking about fats. We're not talking about grab a whole piece of butter and eat it. No, we're talking about fats. Talking about like avocados, nuts, the fat that you get from fish, steak, those kind of fats. Those fats are the ones that help you they help you not crave the food when you're in your fasted period. Okay, and they're also good for the brain. So you're gonna have a lot of energy when you start practicing keto and fasting in your weight loss journey or in your shredding journey. You're gonna experience an extreme amount of energy. That's normal. You might actually struggle sleeping. So make sure that you try to be find time for your sleep, right? So anyway, I'm not gonna go into the whole sleeping stuff, but my last piece of advice is this: if you are trying to lose weight, if you're trying to get in shape, if you're trying to get the the that beautiful body that you dreamed of getting, if that's your goal, I'm gonna give you a few things that you need to avoid. One, cocktails, out the window. If you're really passionate about the goal that you want to achieve when it comes to shredding, getting muscles, getting back in shape, losing the weight that you want to lose, alcohol, just get rid of it. And go for 6 months without it. And then watch your results coming out like crazy. Like literally. If you go 6 months without alcohol and you're practicing intermittent fasting and you're working out, you're gonna see some crazy results, and it's gonna make you not wanna party every weekend because you're gonna be like, oh hell, I'm looking too good. If you go back to partying and you blow up again, hey, you know what? That's your problem. But I would say this: I encourage you to stick to the script. I encourage you to stay grounded, even if your friends are hitting you with that peer pressure, like, oh come on, let's go. Say no. They will appreciate that 6 months later when you show up and you're looking like a full meal. That's the whole point of staying disciplined and saying no to peer pressure. Trust me, we've all been there. I've been there so many times. Oh my god. Party animal, you kidding me? Me? Yes, been there. But I know to teach you this because I've been there and I've seen that it doesn't really get you anywhere. Okay? So it doesn't help you achieve actually any goals of whatsoever. It's Saturday right now and I'm just hanging out. So I definitely highly encourage that, if you're going to do fasting, stay grounded, stay disciplined, eat well, focus on your goal, okay? The more you focus on yourself, your friends are not going anywhere. You still have them when you're coming back looking great. And you can still be able now to have that cocktail without feeling guilty. You know what I mean? I'm not saying that you should never ever have a cocktail in your life. No, I love a cocktail. So, and but the only way to achieve that is I had to cut it down. I had to cut down the partying, so that I can be able to to be in the shape that I am in today. Okay, so I'm just saying, stick to the script, and you will not be disappointed. And last question is, uh, I can't remember what was the last. Oh, the exercise. What do you do? Can you work out fasted? That was the question. Can you work out fasted? Absolutely. Some of my best workouts. You have seen me at Red Rocks running the stairs all the way up. I do those workouts with nothing in my stomach. And actually, I prefer it that way because I feel light. I feel better. And however, when I'm done, I definitely want to consume. Actually, you know what? Sometimes even when I'm done working out at Red Rocks, I'm not hungry right away. You know, uh, but for me, knowing me, I have to force myself to eat after that because otherwise, I'm just gonna, I lose weight easily. My body just my body's a fat burning machine so much that, I always have to eat more. Anyway, this isn't about me. This is about you and your weight loss journey. This is about you trying out, intermittent fasting. This is about you trying something new that you haven't tried before. This is about you trying something that's completely outside your comfort zone, but it pays off. Intermittent fasting is not a comfort zone. But once you get to master that zone, you will never want to look back. So look into it. If you have any questions, please comment below this video and say, hey, there's a question I have. What should I do here? I got you. I will respond. Last but not least, subscribe. Subscribe and like this video. Share this video because I'm trying to spread the word around about the benefits of fasting and how well they have done for me. The reason why I'm 41 and I'm still looking like a baby. Okay, maybe the facial hair is not helping the rest of this year, but I'll guarantee you, 41 never felt so young, for me at least. And I feel like the energy that I have is limitless. And I know for damn sure that intermittent fasting played the biggest key role into this journey. So I'm here to testify. I'm here to testify and tell you why that benefits a lot of my clients and why that benefited me. And I really hope that you jump on the fasting wagon and you will find so much happiness doing it. I promise you. This is not even like, I hope. No, I promise you, you'll be good. But it's uncomfortable and you have to be ready to be comfortable being uncomfortable. That's the final thing I gotta say. Get comfortable being uncomfortable. And that's where all the results are. I hope you have a great Saturday. Enjoy your weekend. I'm working at home and with my water. How lame. It's actually not lame because I'm doing some, it's always fun. I love being here and just doing some work. I wanted to shoot this video real quick before I go back to doing my work. So, cheers.